Life Counts LLC, our motto is because your life matters. Of course, human life matters, and that is our motto. Been in the safety side, safety background, so we more or less Life Counts cares about people. Land-based rig operations. What is the Life Count system? The Life Count system is a system designed to improve the accountability and accuracy of the personnel count at a muster point at any given muster area. As in, it keeps track of every person at a muster area, whether it be on land or offshore, whether it be office building or a remote site. The benefits of the system are it's a real-time feed to the server for immediate viewing of personnel count by company supervisors, which means it allows the supervisors to look and see exactly who's on location at all times. Computer-to-computer accountability. If you have different muster points, they communicate to each other and lets each other know who is there and who's missing. Even if they're at the wrong muster area, it still lets everyone sign in safely. Convenient and accurate card scanning count. It allows you to swipe your card as a card is assigned to you for a quick response for the emergency evac points. Used for contact info for investigative purposes. It lets you go in the system and see who's there at any given time, of course, and you can go back and reference whether it be a year or 10 years for any kind of incident investigation. It's used as proof for weekly mandatory drills to regulatory agencies. We have an output report here that after you do a drill or you have an actual emergency, it lets you know who was there, and you can fill out the pertinent information and have everyone sign off saying they attended the drill. Also keeps up with man hours. You can put up man hours on a daily basis or for a whole job or for a whole year. Whether it be 1 rig or 10 rigs or 20 rigs or 100 locations, within 2 minutes you can have the man hours for the entire company. With internet access, supervisors can see who is on location by smartphone or by any computer by logging into the server. So with a smartphone and wireless access, you can see who's on location or what's going on your location at all times. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the system and show you what it looks like. This is the Life Count software system, personnel monitoring. First time you'll actually sign in, you'll be a write-in, and you'll put all your pertinent information here. First name, last name, employer, position, contact number. If it's offshore, you'll have a room number, emergency contact person, the phone. You'll give them a 4-digit PIN and they'll actually assign you a badge. After that, you're in the system. So as you come on location, you sign in, you swipe your card. If you don't have a card, you hit manual check-in and you touch your name and put in your PIN number. Same scenario when you're signing out. You hit the sign out button, you either swipe your card, or if you don't have a card or something happens to your card, you actually touch your name, put your PIN number, and sign out. So that was S-Book. It showed us just signing him out. See how this is all real-time data. Okay. During an emergency, they can activate the emergency button. Hit yes to activate the emergency. Then you're in emergency mode and it flags the server. See, this is real time. It automatically flagged us just then, real time, saying that we had an emergency. If it was a rig, it would actually show the rig name and have all information in it as far as rig contacts. If we need to notify your employer, they can actually log on and see who's accounted for and who's missing. So you come up to the life capsule. First time you'll hit swipe and start swiping your cards. And as you swipe the cards, they'll remove from the missing personnel list and highlight over here. For instance, if you don't have your card, you just touch your name and put in your PIN number. And you're highlighted. That lets everybody know that Mr. Frugier is accounted for. If you get to your muster point and you have trouble, you forgot your PIN or your card, and it's actually emergency, you can actually bypass it. Please look at the screen to the left as the guys are signing in, and they were removed from the missing personnel list. We also have a dashboard. If you have 10 different capsules, it'll let you know. You can go through your capsules at the control center and see exactly from each capsule or each muster point is there and who's missing. If someone shows up at the last minute, we believe in leaving no one behind. You hit manual entry and you put the guy's name in. And he'll automatically show up. At the end, as far as evac goes, you hit man evacuation point. It wants to know who's authorizing the evacuation point to be locked down. That means nobody else can get in or out. And it lets everyone know here on the dashboard how many people is loaded into the capsule or at the muster point. Now this is just for emergency evacuations and drills, but I'll show you the training aspect here in just a moment. We know everyone's supposed to have weekly drills. You can hit activate a drill, and it gives you a choice of drills to pick. If you have a fire drill, evacuation drill, tornado drill, same aspect. You'll go over here and it lets you know whenever it flags orange, so it lets you know it's in drill mode. So a drill is being initiated. You can see everything live on the server on our website. As soon as we clear here, it'll clear it over there. It's already cleared the server, so like I said, real-time data. That was our site status. Let you know if it's emergency, everything's going normal. Our drill site census. This lets you know who's on all your locations. You can be 20 locations, or you can drop down to one specific rig or one specific frac job or frac location. It gives you the report and how many hours they've been there. With the employer, name, check-in site and all. This was during your emergency. It gives you a missing personnel list and evac point census, which lets you know who's accounted for and who's missing. That's the reports there. For the hours exceeded, you can actually put a threshold. Enter your threshold for if you want to know who was there over 14 hours, 12 hours, it doesn't matter. It can give it all to you. So if you want to know who was on location over 12 hours, for safety reasons, if fatigue's a factor, you can put if people are swapping out every 12 hours, it's a quick glance on how long they were there. So, man hours. We can do this for one site. This will give you a complete man hours count on anybody who signed in. So instead of having to go back through old reports and trying to get an estimated count, or going through WellView and trying to put all those numbers together, which is not actual real-time numbers, this right here gives you a real-time count. No more estimations. our weekly muster report. Whenever you have a drill, fill out the pertinent information. Whatever applies, of course, we can modify this to each company on what information they want to have on their report. Put the description of the drill you had, and after you hit submit, it'll give you a list of everybody's name that actually was in the system. So, and it prompts you to let you know what information has to be filled out in order for the report to calculate. So, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to show you our management control console. And what that'll do is it shows you where we can add in your training. To keep track of your training, whether it be orientation, H2S, bloodborne pathogens, behavioral-based safety, or whatever you may have. All right. Whatever your company name is, whether it be ConocoPhillips, Talisman, or Statoil, it would actually be, you have your company name there, and for the first time you hit add new, and you put all the pertinent information in: employer, position, emergency contact, a lot of the same fields that are actually put in the computer at the field level. You have the same options here. What we could do is we can add a field for tracking. We can add a field here that says training. It'll have the name of the training and date training was and the expiration date. And to the side it'll actually have emails for 2 or 3 different people. It's according to what your employer wants or what your company wants on who you want to notify during 60 days, 30 days, 15 days, 10 days, however you want to set that up. Whenever training is ready, it'll keep track and it'll notify everyone that someone's training is about to be invalid, time for renewal. So this is where your training can be implemented here, and it can be held on the server for, it don't matter if it's 10 employees or 10,000 employees. So that is how we would keep up with your tracking, and we would monitor it for you and make sure the emails get sent out to you for notification of training. So we give you the LifeCounts personnel monitoring system, and also training-based add-ons. So thank you for your time, and we enjoy talking to you soon. Bye-bye.